Hi everyone, Ashling Giza YouTube channel. So tonight, I decided to do a video about onions because I was eating onions the other night and I know we all know this already, but like I was eating onions and my eyes were getting really teared up and I was like really getting into it because I'm one of those people that like when something happens and I start thinking about something, I think really like deeply about it. Intellectual thinker is what a lot of people say, and so um, I just was really getting into it, and I'm like, I wonder what all consists of making our eyes tear up when we eat an onion, and what like also like I heard weird things about like onions having a defense mechanism, and I was like, that's so weird because they're a plant and a food item, and what would they need? Why would they need to defend themselves when they're not like an animal or anything like that? So it was interesting to me because it said like on the research that I did that onions have like a gas to them and so I just started reading into it and I'll tell you guys what I found out. So, onions can make you cry because they can release a gas called propanol propanol S oxide when cut. I'm probably not saying that right, so I'll spell it. Propanethiol and then S oxide when cut, which mixes with enzymes in the onion to create a sulfur gas. So that's like a natural gas. This gas irritates the nerves around our eyes, causing them to tear. And then here's some ways that you can like kind of subside the tearing. Uh, Chill the onion, refrigerate or freeze the onion at least a couple hours before cutting. Quickly cut. The enzyme that produces the irritating compounds becomes more active as the onion warms up. So the warmer the onion, the stronger the like potency. Cut away from you. Put some distance between yourself and the onion, which that's obvious. Use a barrier. Wear eye goggles or use an onion chopping tool to reduce airflow. Cut underwater. So if you cut the onion underwater, that will reduce the gas it lets off, which I didn't know that. Peel the skin off. Peel the skin off the bulb before cutting. Use a vent hood and cut the onion on the stove top, and then let the vent above your stove top take the gas away. So some of those are obvious, but some of them were interesting. Okay, so what animals do onions keep away? Like garlic, onion plants repel animals that cause damage to your yard and garden. After all, these two strong smelling plants are related. Deter deer, moles, rats, and mice by planting onions in your home garden. And then, fortunately, very few animals eat onions. Squirrels, rabbits, groundhogs, as well as birds will sometimes bite into the foliage or pull a young plant out of the ground, but rarely do they cause major damage. But here's something I didn't know, and for you guys who knew about this, good for you, but I didn't. So it said onions contain a compound called disulfides and um, thiosulfates, which can be toxic to cats and dogs if ingested. So onions can be toxic to cats and dogs. I didn't know that. The ingestion of onions causes conditions called hemolactic anemia. So, and then Heinz body anemia, and sorry, these are big words. Methemoglobinemia, which are all manifestation of damage to red blood cells. So basically, an onion can do damage to red blood cells in cats and dogs. So Don't have it, you know, leave it out, whatever. Don't have them, and don't, when you're taking your dog or cat outside for whatever reason, you know, taking a walk, or, you know, if you're on your porch with your cat and they somehow jump off your porch and they get to your garden or whatever with onions, do not let them be by it, because that's what it'll do. And I did not know any of that. Like, I'm like, an onion, a freaking onion can do all this. And then, well, you need a, you know, you can always grab him, Kenneth, while I'm doing that. Um, so, okay, onions attract do onions attract rodents? Oh, great. Okay, then my other son. So my little son's making noise in the background. My other son bumped my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, do onions attract rodents? Rats will often come across wild onions, or onions that have been grown in the garden, as they forage for food in their habitats. Onions do have the ability to kill and temporarily deter rats. So they can actually kill rats. So, like, again, if like you have a pet rat, which a lot of people are like, ew, why would you have a pet rat? I actually knew somebody that had a pet rat, and they named it named him Templeton. Anyways, like Alpha Charlotte's Web. And now I just got whacked in the face by my other son with his blanket. Sorry, this video isn't I'm not going to edit it. I barely edit any of my videos, but yeah, not really going good. Anyways, it's supposed to be more of a funny video anyways, like, but because just the other night I was literally sitting there eating onions, and my husband was chopping them up, and I was just like, I'm tired of like crying when I'm eating a food that I like, because if I didn't tell you guys this before, I love onions. I eat them all the time. I eat them with everything. If I'm eating like breakfast food, I'll ask my husband if he can put onions in my eggs. If I'm eating chicken, I'll literally ask my husband if he can chop up some onions so I can eat my chicken with onions. Or every time we're at like a fast food place and they have onions on like the sandwich or whatever, I'll ask for extra onions. And I looked it up one time because I'm like, why am I liking onions like so much? And then I looked it up, and some things were like normal, like a lack of vitamin, or like just a obvious thing, like humans just have cravings sometimes out of nowhere. But then there's also like a part that said like that there's they're really good for your heart. So it there might be something that I'm lacking for my heart, I don't know. But also and I guess it can lower your risk for like heart attacks and stuff like that, when you eat a lot of onions. It's just good for your heart. Like carrots are good for our eyes and stuff like that. But like, I started getting scared because I'm like, okay, I've been having high blood pressures, like not a lot lately, but like I over like just in general, I've had a lot of high blood pressures, and I'm like, okay, is am I gonna die of a heart attack like my dad, or do I have heart disease or something? Because that runs in my family, and my dad passed away from a massive heart attack. So when I was looking that up, I kind of got scared. It was good to know, but I kind of got scared because I'm like, okay, why? Like, why am I eating all like onions all the time? Why am I craving them? And so, but that's what I found out about it. Like, if you're dehydrated or lacking vitamins, or just sometimes you'll just crave something just because, or it could be because you have a heart disease, um, or not. You know, it could just be just because. But I like them so much that I wanted to Google why I was craving it, because I eat them with like literally everything. And so then my husband and I and my son Kinnick, the one that wanted me to start the whole YouTube thing, we were all like, well, we should do a video on that whole onion thing, like the information that we found out and that we already knew and that we Googled and stuff like that and that we searched on the web and just talk about it. So, but yeah, and then, but it's just funny because I like them that much that I'll ask for extra onions if we're at like a restaurant or fast food. But anyhow, though, enough with the onion topic. I just thought that I would make this video tonight. I haven't made a video for a really long time, like just a regular video. I've been making lives, I've been making shorts and stuff like that. But I haven't like just sat and talked in the camera and made like a regular video for quite a while. So I thought I would do that. I'm gonna try to start making more of these too because I really haven't had time, honestly, lately. I've been busy with a lot of like things that are going, like personal things that are going on. I have a friend that's very, very sick right now with alcoholism, and they are in the hospital detoxing and a lot of stuff going on. So, just like I don't really have time to make videos. Family and friends always come first, of course, which I know that everybody, all of you guys understand that. But that's where I've been, and so I thought I would make like a more like light-hearted video, something that's just like, light and easy and just like kind of useless information video. Funny kind of information, but nonetheless, I'm going to get off here and I will be on with another life topic.